आवाज है।
I extend a very warm welcome to all the shareholders and other dignitaries to this 86th Annual General Meeting of International Combustion. I can see that the minimum number of members constituting the statutory quorum for the meeting is present. And hence I declare the 86th AGM of International Combustion to be open. I hope I am audible.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Continue.
Yeah. All the 6 respected directors on the board of the company are present today, namely Mr. Sanjay Bagaria, Chairman, who is also the Chairperson of the Stakeholders Relationship Committee, Mr. Inderjeet Singh, Managing Director, Mr. Ratanlal Gaggar, Independent Director, also Chairperson of the Audit Committee and Nomination and Remuneration Committee, Ms. Nayantara Pal Chaudhary, Independent Director, Mr. Sandeepan Chakravarti, Independent Director, and Mr. Sanjay Shah, Non-Executive Director. Mr. A.K. Niyogi, Chief Financial Officer, myself, Company Secretary, Mr. P.R. Shiv Shankar, and Practicing Company Secretary, Mr. Arup Kumar Rao, who is a scrutinizer for the voting process, and a representative of the statutory auditors, Mrs. Ray and Ray, they are also present at this meeting. 8 numbers resolutions for corporate representation under Section 113 of the Companies Act has been received. The documents for inspection is available both on the website of the company and also on this meeting link, namely the register of directors and their shareholding maintained under Section 170 of the Companies Act, the register of contracts and arrangements under Section 189 of the Companies Act, and other documents which are mentioned in the notice convening this meeting are available for inspection by any member interested. As everybody knows that this meeting is being conducted through video conferencing in compliance with the applicable provisions of the Companies Act and the relevant circulars issued by Ministry of Corporate Affairs and SEBI. The notice convening this meeting was sent by email to all shareholders whose email IDs are registered with the company and depositories. The remote e-voting process had started on 18th September at 9 a.m. and concluded on 20th September at 5 p.m. Those shareholders who are present in this meeting but did not participate in the remote e-voting can cast their votes during the time the meeting is open. So those shareholders who have not participated in the voting, they can cast their votes during this meeting, that is known as Instapoll. May I now request the respected chairman to kindly proceed with the business for today's meeting.
Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to the 86th Annual General Meeting of the company. The accounts for the year under review, together with the director's report, has been sent to you by mail, which I presume as read. The revenue for the year under review was rupees 16,889 lakhs as against 10955 lakhs of the preceding year, and the net profit before tax for the year was rupees 527 lakhs as against a loss of 661 lakhs of the previous year. All of you are aware of the adverse effects of the COVID-19 pandemic on the market demand, which continued till end of second quarter of the year under review. Though the situation gradually improved in subsequent quarters, but an unprecedented disruption came around this time by way of sharp increase of input costs and nearly total breakdown of the supply chain infrastructure, where the deliveries were abnormally long and uncertain. I like to add that this was a situation across the globe, affecting almost all manufacturing industries and was also a major challenge to your company. I am therefore pleased to mention that despite such unprecedented adverse circumstances, your company was able to achieve a revenue growth of over 54% and achieve a profit of rupees 527 lakhs. Surely this has been possible because of the dedication and hard work put in by my colleagues at all levels. The market in most sectors have improved greatly and continue to be buoyant, and the supply chain situation has also improved substantially. In the recent months, we have also observed that the price of steel and related raw materials, which are major inputs for the products manufactured by your company, have come down from the abnormally high levels seen in the later part of last year and early part of this year. We sincerely hope this position remains stable and improves further to help your company to continue its journey on the growth path. Keeping the current situation in view, your company has decided to consolidate the business of their current product range by upgrading the manufacturer infrastructure for improving the efficiency, delivery, productivity, and product reliability and achieve the highest level of customer satisfaction. To meet these objectives, the company would be making judicious investments as required. COVID-19 pandemic surely was a great tragedy for mankind and a major challenge to the industry. This, however, has changed greatly the way business is done and has brought across the globe a new era to all aspects of business, including marketing, design, manufacture, finance, etc., where extensive use of digital technology will make all companies lean and efficient. This is the route to Industry 4.0, and like many other companies around the world, your company has also taken necessary steps to adopt the digital technology for various aspects of their operations. I like to end by acknowledging the trust shown by our clients, the support of the shareholders, and the hard work put in by the employees, which helped us to meet the challenges of an extremely difficult time successfully. I truly believe that your company has a strong future in the coming years. Thank you. With this, with your permission, I take the notice convening the meeting together with the director's report for their financial year ended 31st March 2022, which has been already circulated amongst the members as read. With your kind permission, I also take the auditor's report on the annual financial statement for the financial year ended 31st March 2022 as read in accordance with section 145 of the Companies Act 2013, as the same does not contain any qualifications, reservations, or adverse remark. Before I take up the ordinary and special business of today's agenda, I would like to invite all those shareholders who have registered themselves as speakers to express their views or raise queries at this AGM, and they may do so when their turn comes through the link provided by NSDL. Due to the time constraint, kindly note that the time slot allotted to each speaker has been restricted to 3 minutes. If any pre-registered speaker does not respond when invited to speak, the next speaker shall be invited. Since the queries raised by the speakers may have certain common elements, I shall reply to all of them together after the speakers have spoken. Shiv Shankar,
Yes.
please.
Yes. The first speaker who has registered for today's meeting is Mr. Dinesh Kotecha. Mr. Dinesh Kotecha.
Hello, Mr. Kotecha. Can you hear us?
Mr. Dinesh Kotecha.
Yes. Good afternoon to all of you. Can you hear my voice?
Yes.
Please
We can hear
continue.
you.
Good afternoon to all of you. Namaskar, sir. Sir, I have been very happy to receive the annual report sent to me by Mr. Mannaji. And whenever I had been to Calcutta earlier, I always made it a point that whether I go to any other company or not, but I used to visit your company first. We are in the new office at New Salt Lake, which I visited only once, but the earlier office I had visited so many times. Sir, my questions are regarding the balance sheet. Thanks for printing the shareholding pattern of the top 10 shareholders other than directors and promoters, sir. Very good. This is required, though the SEBI does not require it to be printed on page 17 to 19. Sir, you had said that the cost of material inputs, what is the position as on now? Has the price subdued, or is it rising, or is it decreasing? Also, the supply problems which you said of the materials from the international imports. I mean, what is the position there also? Sir, what is the capex plan during the current year? And what is the capex incurred in the first 5 months? Sir, what is the digital technology spent in the current year, and what is the amount to be spent for digital capex? Sir, 33 crores of the loans have been repaid, and now we are having a loan of 14.84 to 8.87. Any plans to reduce it further? By what period? Sir, revenues are coming from three streams: handling and processing equipment of processing, gearbox, and building materials. Now, which particular area are we concentrating to give us more revenue, sir? So, secondly, sir, one small request, sir. We have got 5,306 shareholders, and only maybe 10 speakers may be there. So allow us to speak, sir, because this is the only time when we are able to meet you. And sir, many companies in Calcutta are also keeping physical AGM. Now the trains are started, the colleges are started. If a government administration are having these rallies of this election rallies, lakhs of people are gathering together. Nobody is holding a mask. So hold a physical meeting, sir. Don't keep this virtual meeting. It is very difficult, sir, for us to. I mean, the connections are here in Bombay. It is raining very heavily right now, so connections are coming off and coming off. Sir, other than that, I wish you all the best. And our first quarter performance, sir, only one thing: our operating margin has come down drastically to 4.26%, and the net profit margin is less than 1%, sir, only 0.60%. Now that is really, what steps are you taking now? Any major other than this raw material and supply problem? Any other major problem has come up in the first quarter that the results are so low? And what is the trend that you envisage, sir? Thank you very much, sir, and wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Dinesh Kotecha. And the second speaker who has registered is Mr. Manoj Kumar Gupta. Mr.
Hello.
Manoj Kumar Gupta.
Hello. Good afternoon, respected Chairman, Board of Directors, fellow shareholders. Namaskar. मेरा नाम मनोज गुप्ता है. I am equity shareholder of International Commercial Limited. I have joined this meeting from my residence, Kolkata. Sir, I strongly support all the resolutions, and I thanks to you and your board for the excellent result of the company for the year 21-22 in this deprived and challengeable time, and you are paying the dividend this year. So thanks to you that you are going to pay the dividend, and I thanks to our beloved MD that his efforts are success, and he's taking a good efforts to run the company and take the company on new heights. And sir, I thanks to the company secretary and his team for support us to join the meeting. And sir, how you face the challenge is the BMB business. There is a lot of challenge and competitions are coming in that business, building related business. So how you face that challenge? And sir, what's your future plan for next 2 to 3 years? And inflation, you have already covered in your opening remarks that in global impact is there. And sir, is there any plan for greenfield or brownfield? You have a cash in your balance sheet, so how you will utilize that fund to for you? Have you any plan to bring any brownfield or greenfield project in near future? And sir, bring some energetic one or two pupils from your family, because now the trend has started. So give that chance to next generation as a director in the board, either your son or your daughter, so that will also learn under your leadership to run the business or to the family business in future also. And I thanks to you and your team once again and wish you all the best. सर, आप मिले या ना मिले, बट मीटिंग में वीसी से तो मिल जाते हैं, क्योंकि आप मिलते नहीं हैं, बट आप वीसी में मिल जाते हैं, ये बहुत बड़ी बात है. और आई ऑलवेज प्रे टू गॉड फॉर योर हेल्दी एंड प्रोस्पेरियस सेफ लॉन्ग लाइफ, and I wish to God that your and your MD's efforts will success and company will touch the new heights under both leadership, and to pay the good return to the employees and investors. Because if first is the employee will get, then investors will get. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Manoj Kumar Gupta. The next speaker is Mr. Bishwendra Narayan Kundu.
Can you hear me, sir? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
Yes, Mr.
Respected,
Kundu.
yes. Respected Chairman, Mr. Sanjay Bagaria, members of the board, fellow online shareholders, friends, I am BN Kundu. At the outset, I would like to thank the management for steady progress of the company year after year. According to soft copy, the report presented to us has been very nicely prepared with exhaustive details, and I have nothing further to say on details. I have nothing further to say on it. We, the shareholder, are very happy to see that you have declared very good dividend after 4 years, that is 20% per share. Congratulations, sir. The past pandemic situation, the world over, had impacted on all aspects of human life. This situation had never been seen before. The business life, the world over, was in doldrum, and all the business sector was of the worst sufferer. Chairman, sir, I'm very happy to see your present performance. Your turnover rupees 169.87 crores. Your PAT rupees 400 crores plus. Your earning per share also increased rupees 17 rupees 37. Sir, this is very positive side. As a shareholder, I feel proud. Sir, I have two specific question. What is your roadmap next 3 years? And if you highlight your present order book position. Before I close, I want to offer my special thanks to Mr. P.R. Sivsankar and Mr. A.K. Manna for their cordiality and hospitality when I have visited office for any queries. With these remarks, I am closing here with thanks to all. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bishwendra Narayan Kundu. I now invite the next speaker. His name is Mr. Bimal Krishna Sarkar. Mr. Bimal Krishna Sarkar.
Mr. Sarkar, you have been made the panelist. Can you speak?
Hello.
Yes, Mr. Sarkar.
Sir, video is available. I am audible.
Yeah, you're audible. You're audible.
Yes. Sir, very good afternoon. हमारा संजय बगैरा जी, आप कैसे हैं? आपका तबीयत ठीक बनू? सर सर कोई रिप्लाई नहीं दे रहा है। कोई बात नहीं है सर। मैं विमल कृष्ण सरकार, मेरा रेसिडेंस से कलकत्ता से बोल रहा हूँ। सर आदरणीय श्री बिहार शिव शंकर जी,
हाँ जी,
आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। आप बहुत पहले ही रिपोर्ट और नोटिस भेज दिया है सर। और पहले भी आप हम लोग टेलीफोन हम लोगों को और क्या घुसना है, क्या करना है, सारी चीज बता दिया है। ये जो आप शेयर होल्डर से जो रिलेशन रखते हैं, हाँ, ये बहुत अच्छी बात है। इस तरीका से आप शेयर होल्डर के साथ रिलेशन रखिए। हाँ, और आपका जो सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट जो काम कर रहा है, हम लोग बहुत खुश है। थैंक यू शिव शंकर जी। सर देखिए, जे इस कठिन परिस्थिति जो हमारा जो ये देखिए कोविड-19 पैंडेमिक, ये सब चीज और जो देखिए सेकंड वेरिएंट, थर्ड वेरिएंट, ये सब होते हुए भी रशिया यूक्रेन का वार, ये सब जियोपॉलिटिकल जो टेंशन, ये सब एडवर्स पोजीशन में हमारा कंपनी जो रिजल्ट किया है, मेरे ख्याल से ये बहुत अच्छी रिजल्ट किया है। सर रेवेन्यू फॉर ऑपरेशन इंक्रीज हुआ है। सर सबसे बड़ी बात यह है सर, प्रॉफिट आफ्टर टैक्स सिग्निफिकेंट इंक्रीज हुआ है। सर लास्ट ईयर ये लॉस में थे, इस ईयर ये प्रॉफिट में आ गया है। सर इसलिए मैंने हमारा संजय बगैरा जी, आपका पूरा टीम, आपका कंपनी सब एम्प्लॉय को मैं बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूँ, धन्यवाद देता हूँ। सर मेरा क्वेश्चन ज्यादा नहीं कुछ करेंगे, कारण पहले स्पीकर लोग कुछ बताया है। सर नोट नंबर 36 अदर एक्सपेंसेस, सर एक कंज्यूमेबल स्टोर्स, इसमें खर्चा बहुत बढ़ गया है। इसके बारे में थोड़ा हम लोगों को हाईलाइट करेंगे तो अच्छा रहेगा, क्यों इतना खर्चा बढ़ गया है, स्पेंड ज्यादा हुआ है। सर सीएसआर एक्सपेंडिचर एज पर रूल 130 सेक्शन 135 सर कंपनी एक्ट, हमारा कंपनी नॉट एप्लीकेबल। वॉलंटियरली हमारा कंपनी जो खर्चा किया है 1.3 लाख, सर बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। कभी हमारा ये सीएसआर एक्टिविटीज में आ जाएंगे हमारा कंपनी, सर विकलांग लोगों के लिए कुछ सोचिएगा, उन लोगों के लिए थ्रू सीएसआर कमेटी कुछ कीजिएगा। सर जितना हमारा एम्प्लॉय है सबका बूस्टर डोज कंप्लीट हुई गई नहीं है, ये बहुत जरूरी है, कारण और दोबारा सुन रहा है जो कोविड बढ़ रहा है, तो इसलिए सर सबका वैक्सीनेशन कंप्लीट, बूस्टर डोज कंप्लीट होना चाहिए, इसके बारे में थोड़ा बताइएगा। सर संजय वगैरह जी आपको लंबी उम्र दे सर, और जितना डायरेक्टर साहब है सब सुस्त रहिएगा। आदरणीय से हमारा शिव शंकर जी, आप एवं टोटल एम्प्लॉय सुस्त रहिए, ये भगवान से प्रार्थना करते हुए मेरा कंक्लूड करने जा रहा हूँ। सर जितना रेजोल्यूशन है के बारे में ऑलरेडी मैं वोटिंग कर चुका हूँ। सर मेरे को जो बोलने का मौका दिया है, धन्यवाद, थैंक यू शिव शंकर जी।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद विमल कृष्ण सरकार जी। The next speaker who has registered is Mr. Santosh Kumar Saraf.
हेलो नमस्कार, एक मिनट में वीडियो ऑन कर रहा हूँ। हाँ, आदरणीय सभापति जी, उपस्थित निर्देशक सदस्यगण और मेरे शेयर और भाइयों बहनों, मेरा नाम संतोष कुमार सराफ, मैं कलकत्ता का रहने वाला आज बंगलोर से आप सभी को नमस्कार करता हूँ। आशा करता हूँ आप जितने भी हमारे डायरेक्टर हैं, जितने भी अधिकारीगण हैं और जितने भी कर्मचारी और शेयर होल्डर भाई बंधु आज वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस के थ्रू मीटिंग में प्रेजेंट है, इस अच्छे स्वास्थ्य में और सुरक्षित होंगे। सर इस बार कंपनी ने काफी अच्छा रिजल्ट प्रदान किया है और 2 रुपया डिविडेंड भी दिया, इसके लिए मैं मैनेजमेंट और उसकी टीम को धन्यवाद देता हूँ। और सर फ्यूचर में क्या प्लान है, इसके बारे में कईयों ने पूछा, मैं भी पूछना चाहूंगा कि फ्यूचर में ज्यादा ग्रोथ हो, इसके लिए क्या प्लान है, क्या कोई कैपिटल राइज का प्लान है, तो इसके बारे में बताइएगा कि फर्दर कोई कैपिटल राइज की दरकार हो तो बताने की चेष्टा करिएगा। और मैंने शिव शंकर जी को प्रश्न लिख के भेज दी, तो शिव शंकर जी शायद आपको मिल गए होंगे, मेरे प्रश्न 11 तारीख को भेजे थे मैंने, जरूर मिल गए होंगे, इसलिए मैं जाता उस पर नहीं जाके थोड़ा ब्रीफ में चले आता हूँ, क्योंकि उनको बोलने में काफी टाइम लगेगा। तो मैं सर ये है कि मैंने आपको फायर सेफ्टी एनर्जी ऑडिट के बारे में पूछा है, एनर्जी ऑडिट के बारे में पूछा है, और मैंने पूछा है कि अपने जो रेन वाटर हार्वेस्टिंग और आपको रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी का क्या जो है अपना ये बताने की चर्चा करिएगा। और मेल एम्प्लॉय अपने काफी हैं सर, फीमेल एम्प्लॉय की संख्या कम है, इसको इंक्रीज करने के लिए क्या कदम उठा रहे हैं, क्योंकि अभी मोदी जी ने अलाउ भी किया फ्लेक्सिबल आवर, घर से भी औरतें काम कर सकती है, वर्क आवर्स में काम कर सकती है, तो उनके बारे में विचार करिएगा, जरूर बढ़ाने की चेष्टा करिएगा। और मैं अपने जितने भी कर्मचारी और भाई बंधु है उनसे रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ, आप बूस्टर जरूर जरूर ले लीजिए। मैं इसलिए कर रहा हूँ कि मुझे भी कोविड हुआ था 2 महीने पहले, मैं घर की दवाई लेके मैं स्वस्थ हो गया था। ऐसे आप बूस्टर आप और आपका परिवार लेगा तो बीमारी नहीं होगी, इसकी तो मैं नहीं कह सकता, लेकिन इतनी जरूर कह सकता, अगर बीमारी होगी आप सीरियस नहीं होगे और ऑलरेडी घर की दवाई लेके आप स्वस्थ हो जाएंगे, इसे अवश्य लीजिए। और ये बीसी मीटिंग के बारे में कहूँगा, काफी अच्छी है जी। बीसी के अंदर में डायरेक्टर अपने डायरेक्टर लोग हैं, अलग अलग जगह से ज्वाइन कर रखे हैं। मैं भी कलकत्ता का रहने वाला, आज बंगलोर से ज्वाइन कर रखा हूँ। ये बीसी का ऑप्शन है बोल के ये अच्छी है और इसमें खर्चे भी कमती लगते हैं। तो मैं चाहूंगा फ्यूचर में अगर फिजिकल मीटिंग आपको करने का जरूरी पड़ती है तो उसका हाइब्रिड मीटिंग जरूर करिए 10 से 15 मिनट के लिए। जैसे दिनेश जी ने बॉम्बे से ज्वाइन किया, मैं बंगलोर से ज्वाइन, और भी पैन इंडिया शेड्यूल आपको ज्वाइन कर सकेंगे। ज्यादा समय न लेते हुए हमारे जितने भी डायरेक्टर है, जितने भी अधिकारीगण है, जितने भी कर्मचारी है और जितने भी भाई बंधु वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस प्रेजेंट है, मैं उनके उनके परिवार की लंबी उम्र की कामना करता हूँ और भगवान से प्रार्थना करता हूँ, भगवान 2022-23 सभी के लिए वेल्थी, हेल्दी और प्रॉस्पर और सेफ्टी के साथ व्यतीत हो और कंपनी का अवश्य अच्छा भविष्य रहे 2022-23 के लिए, जिससे हमें डिविडेंड बढ़ के मिले और ग्रोथ ज्यादा मिले। और शिवशंकर जी आपका भी नमस्कार, आपके सेक्रेटरी टीम में मिस्टर मन्ना जी का भी नमस्कार करता हूँ, जिन्होंने काफी अच्छा मतलब देखे और स्पीकर नंबर दे दिया, इसके लिए बहुत अच्छा मेरा। और मैं एक रिक्वेस्ट कर, मेरे और भी ये है, स्पीकर नंबर 11 या 12 भारतीय साहब के नाम से है, वो शायद अटेंड नहीं करेगी, तो उनको मत कॉल करिएगा। नमस्कार।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद संतोष कुमार सराफ जी। द नेक्स्ट स्पीकर इज मिस लिली प्रधान। मिस लिली प्रधान।
मुझे तो पछता है क्या गया જવાનું છું તૈયારી છે મારી हो
मिस लिली प्रधान। Yes, yes, we can hear you.
चमची ले आओ काढ़ ना चाकू को ले आओ काढ़ो 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 को काढ़ अंदर काढ़ियो चाकू थी हाथे से नहीं नखती नहीं
Miss Lily Pradhan is the next speaker.
Ms. Pradhan, you have been unmuted. Can you kindly speak?
Miss Lily Pradhan.
Sir, she has got disconnected, I suppose.
Okay, so then we can call the next speaker. The next speaker is Mr. Taraknath Chakraborty.
Yes, hello. Can you speaking? Hello. Yes,
Yes,
sound
Mr.
is
Chakraborty.
available. Yeah. Good afternoon, Mr. Valuable Oldies Gold, our company chairman, Mr. Our company valuable chairman, Mr. Agaria Sahib, and our valuable company Oldies Gold, Mr. Chairman Sahib, and all of board of director, independent director, and our valuable share company CFO, Mr. Yogi, and our valuable and very good coordinated and efficient cabinet person, Mr. P. Sip Shankar, and our associated Mr. A.K. Manna. This, our company, really is a very true and fair company dealing of 2022 is a company annual report is a 22 is a annual report as a golden year of the company and company. I am a existing over 40 years company shareholder. Now, Mr. Aisen, after joining the company MD, is 25, 22, 28, 29, 30 is long time company turnover is crore. But there will be turnaround is 56 and 100, and now is long time. This year 2022 is a company showing of the annual report 168.89 lakh crore is a not a matter of joke of the pandemic situation company sales. And not only that, parallel last year 2021 company profit only margin 6 lakhs to increase 1,163 lakhs. And not only that, minority shareholder tried to base three subject: company good turnover, good pay profitability, and good pay dividend. Our company board and chairman and MD and all our staff are really, and our director of finance, all our members try to hard up work. In pandemic situation, this company is paid the 2 rupees per dividend, not a matter of joke. More than 10 rupees is equal to 20%. You have declared the dividend. I thanks to our company chairman, our company director, all board of members. It is really very, very dynamic your declaration of the dividend pay. Our minority shareholder keep enjoy, and not only at 7 secondary market our company share is day after day increase. The share price is a very good sign. And not only that, company this year annual report is 100% benchmark point. This year company all our segment parallel. Company accounting standard is really very true and fair. I personally thank Mr. Day and our company CFO and Madam. They are try to hard up make the accounting division in keeply fully control of the annual report submitted. Really, we are very proud. 100% benchmark point, no regrouping, no printing mistake. Chairman, sir, it is my only one thing I request. Our company is a long time you have not is a try to make the diversification, and there will be company expenses, Nagpur and other things side. But sir, it is one thing request. Our MD is a joining of the Buddhavati unit, and there will be rising, and long time he is the MD is this company. One of the sentiment of the unit of our Buddhavati. Please keep take follow up, and there is rising and expansion this unit. And really there is fact is a very valuable and dynamic, and it is the company very sentimental. And not only that, this year is the company's share price is too much higher. Our is demand that you this year try to make a offer of right at the premium. There will be collected our company funding, and you have expansion your both sides are company plan. And not only that, our sounding your company capitalized. And not only that, parallel your company turn around the business volume. Naturally our demand in working capital. It is my request that our company face value is 10 rupees. Please you dilute up the 1 rupees, and your this year issue of right, and only one of the secondary market there will be trading for BSC. It is my humble request. Our company is very long time, but our we want to say the equity capital is rising, and there will be selected of the NSC. It is the matter of one of the prestiges in our company. But our company is a very dynamic status you have maintained all over India, not only world basis. Our export unit is there will be placed, but it is very thanks our we are pray the God our keep health our company chairman, keep health our company the MD, and all our board of member keep our health. We are pray the God our company CFO Mr. Nyogi, Mr. Company Secretary Mr. Shiv Shankar, and all other board of member. Lastly, I thanks our coordinator Mr. Manna is a very good efficiency, ability and manner person. You have collected the NSDL, thanks, and thanks our website, your VC organize is a really very good VC concern of the WebEx. And I thanks to our WebEx cooperated. I know briefly discussion, many speakers are keep waiting the speech, and I all the pray the God you keep your health. And sir, I request at least coming here, all are things, these things are normal. This arrange is a physical, but physical meeting in our relation is very close. We are accumulated, and there will be face to face. Smile facing is a long time we are not looked at. So request you are a very nearest of SEBI guideline, keep happy you are maintained. So our minority shareholder, one thing my request, coming here you have arranged is physical, and we are last year meet all the physical meeting, and 2022-23 this our it is our expectation company turned down over 200 crore. Thank you for chairman, thank you for MD, and thank you for director finance, all our board of members, and our various place of company directly employee, president, manager, and all our stage. Thank you. I over microphone to company chairman. Thank you, sir.
You're muted. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Taraknath Chakraborty. The next speaker is Mr. Gautam Nandi.
Sir, Mr. Nandi has not joined the meeting.
Okay, then the next speaker is Mr. Amit Kumar Banerjee.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, Mr. Banerjee,
yes,
you've
Mr.
been unmuted.
No, not even. Hello.
Mr.
Hello.
Amit Kumar. Yes, we can
Yes,
hear you,
sir.
Mr. Banerjee.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Good afternoon to everyone. Respected chairman of the meeting, other board members present. I'm Amit Kumar Banerjee from city of Kolkata. It is our 86th annual general meeting of the company. As regards the performance is concerned, it is quite good. 169 crores profit as visible on the balance sheet during this year. In comparison with the last year, it was only 111 crores. Total revenue, yes, it's an excellent presentation. 415 lakhs of rupees. Last year, it was our loss about 5 crores. EPS also up about 17.37. Last year, it was negative. During this year, our company arranged a dividend, ₹2 for 20%. The market price is around 330, so it is good and come up with a good position. Sir, what is the key reason for sustainable growth of profit of the company? Risk management issue. Kindly your vision, you discuss about these issues particularly. I hope our company will definitely come up with a better growth next year and will reward minority shareholders, and if possible, try to consider a get together or planned visit so that we could see how the company was developed over there, and definitely keep attention the shareholders' wealth creation policy. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm Amit Kumar Banerjee. Over to you for further proceedings. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Banerjee. The next speaker is Mr. Sushil Kumar Bansal.
Am I audible?
Yes, Mr. Bansal.
Yeah. Hi, good afternoon, Mr. Chairman and Board of Directors. Well, sir, I'm one of the shareholders of this company for the last 40 years, as well as my wife. She is one of the top 10 shareholders. I have nothing to say about the company. Company is doing very well with your guidance, but I have only two issues. Twice this company has gone into diversification. And both the time, whenever it went into diversification, it went into red. And both of them, I believe, they were unrelated field, not with the material handling. Once it set up the plant for geared motor, and now for building material, which is totally unrelated. And because of which the shareholders, everyone had to face the problem. Even the debenture redemption issue was there when the geared motor issue came up. My only say is, why can't we think more in material handling in which we have our mastery? The company knows ins and out. Why we go for unrelated diversification, because of which the shareholders as well as the management, everybody had to suffer that no dividend, and we used to earn so much of amount with the surplus money. Now even that money was invested in this building material. So entire additional income was not there. And plus the company was paying so much of interest. So my request to the management is, you are doing the best for the company and you will continue, but think about this. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Mr. Bansal. The next speaker is Mr. Ashit Kumar Patak.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes. Yes, Mr. Patak.
Yes. Very good afternoon, respected Chairman, MD, Board of Directors, Company Secretary, fellow members joining at 86th AGM of International Combustion of India Limited. My name is Ashit Kumar Patak, joining from Damdam, Kolkata. At first, my esteemed gratitude and thanks to our Company Secretary, Mr. P.R. Shivashankar, for sending me the notice and annual report by email very well in advance and allow me to speak. The excellent representation from respected chairman, I have noted the most valuable points for future perspectives and roadmaps. Thanks to my company's management team for achieving nice financial performance financial year 22, where PBT is 527 lakhs, where previous year 661 loss. Nicely turned around, apart from a pandemic. For last year also, we are facing a severe pandemic. Also, and more comprehensive income is 462 lakhs. And also we are getting dividend rupees 2 per share. Sir, I have some brief views which I like to share. EVR uprising, by the way, because what my company's management team taken the opportunities for where we had manufacturing of geared motors and gearbox, and mentioned 31.81 total turnover in this gearbox and geared motors. And sir, my previous speakers also mentioned steps taken for positive performance building materials. My view also same, because we have to concentrate in our core business, because we are very expertised in our conventional activities. So I think maybe concentrate in these sectors apart from any diversification, because any diversification we have get some struggle in financial performance, where one subsidiary we have strike top, it mentioned in the balance sheet. So, and next, sir, our capex program next 3 financial years And last year you mentioned our capex 205.12 lakhs. And sir, steel sectors also very uprising, apart from China dumping. And sir, I think there is a big business in our steel sectors, because when I visited our plant at Vaidavati, we are checking there are many equipment related to steel segment. So I think this concentration may be there to our management team. And nothing to say more. I think very proud to be member of this company, because I know this is very conservative company and very well established company by the leadership of our expert management teams. Nothing to say more. Pray to God, everybody good health and prosperity of my company year to year. Thanking you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Pathak. The next speaker is Mr. Taposh Kumar Dotto.
Hello? Hello? Am
Yes,
I
Mr.
audible?
Dotto. Yes,
Am I
Mr. Dotto.
audible?
You're audible. Yes, Mr. Dotto.
Respected Chairman, distinguished Board of Directors, eminent KMPs, and my fellow shareholders visiting this busy meeting, I, myself, Taposh Kumar Dotto, an equity shareholder of Incredible Industry, International Combustion Limited. I'm extremely sorry. I'm prepared for the meeting of Incredible Industries, and that's why. Sir, I profoundly express my sincere gratitude to the Galaxy of International Combustion Limited for their dedication, exertion, commitment, and outstanding achievement. I take the opportunity to salute all the dedicated staff who have been working relentlessly, challenging their lives since the beginning of the pandemic period. My heartfelt indebtedness to our secretarial department for their excellent and remarkable investor services. Now I am coming to annual report. Sir, in corporate information page, you have omitted CIN number. Sir, why don't you exercise ES, Employee Stock Option Scheme? Sir, page 24, what percentage of energy come from renewable sources? Have you adopted renewable sources of energy? Sir, research and development. How much have you spent for capital expenditure and how much for recurring expenditure? It is not divided. Sir, permanent employees, 512 numbers. How many employees are involved in production? How many are skilled? Sir, all key ratios are glittering in page number 33. Try to keep this fairy tale journey. Page 48, stock prices data omitted. It represents liquidity of company share in the market. You should try to include volume in this section. Sir, page 84, freehold land. Sir, when have you done last revaluation of this land? Capital work in progress adjustment. Sir, what do you mean by adjustment? Is it done? Sir, page 19, trade receivable, more than 3 years. I would like to know the asset quality of this trade receivable. Have you sent reminder or take legal action? And it is pending more than 3 years. Sir, are they relative parties? Is there any chance of recourse? Sir, you have a huge reserve. Yes, you are changing your business. Sir, I would like to know how much capex program do you have in your hand? Sir, do you consider any bonus as you have huge reserve? With these few remarks, I would like to conclude. Thank you for patient hearing.
Thank you, Mr.
I
Dotto.
concluded. Over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Dotto. The next speaker is Rohit Patti Prakash.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. I'll be quick. It's been a long meeting, I guess, for the management. So I understand that we have three segments that we've divided our business into. One is material handling, the other is gearboxes, and the third one is the building materials. So I'm curious to know, where are you most excited about right now, and how do you see the prospects over the next 3 years for each of the segments? So if I see historically, I mean, I have plotted the numbers for the company since 1997, sorry, 2002. I have the segmental information, and I see that consistently we generate very high EBIT margins for the mineral and metal handling equipment business, but Gearbox has done extremely well in the first decade of the current century, where we had the great capex cycle. So with the recovery, can we expect a very strong margin improvement here as well? Uh, the next question I have is generally on the capacity utilization in each of these segments. So if each of the segments operate at full capacity, what is the revenue potential that we can expect from the company? Can it be 300? Can it be 400 crores? It will be great to get some guidance on this particular aspect. So we've mentioned that we cater to a lot of industries, including steel, sugar, chemical, fertilizers, etc. But which segment, which industry in particular determines the growth for us generally? Is it steel that we are highly exposed to? Is it sugar? That's also an information which I think will really help us to understand, to form a view over the company. My last question for now is on the building material segment. So we spent around 30 crores to set up this particular facility in 16-17 and still generating losses. So we mentioned that you expect it to be a bit profitable in this financial year, but I'm just curious to know. So with the high quality machinery and such a large capex that we have set up, which is probably one of the highest in our corporate history, what is the maximum revenues that this facility can generate? Can it 100 crores, 150 crore, and by when do you think this company, this facility can hit the full capacity utilization? Just to get a sense of what the growth expectation here is for the next 3 to 5 years. And on this building material, again, we've referred to in the annual report of our intent to start selling waterproofing products after conversation with KEPA. I mean, is there any development there? And uh, when do we expect this to happen as well? Thank you so much for your time.
If Shankar,
Shankar, come in. Shankar.
Somehow it got locked out. Last speaker is Mr. Keshav Garg.
the last speaker is Mr. Keshav Garg, please. He's got locked out, Miss N.
Sir,
Okay.
thank you very much for providing
Yes,
me
Mr.
this
Garg.
opportunity. Sir, very quickly, I'll repeat my questions. I have already sent you my questions. So the primary concern is, like the previous speakers also alluded to, so we are doing great in material handling, which is our core business. So if you see the capital employed in material handling, it is 27 crore. In gear division, it is 24 crore, and in building material, 29 crore. So it is a similar capital employed across all three segments, but only building material is earning 100% return on capital. It is generating 27 crore of operating profit on 27 crore of capital employed. Rest two divisions put together are giving us zero EBIT with two-thirds of the capital employed in the company. And sir, if that was not enough, in the annual report you have mentioned that after 2 years we will have to think about getting into some other thing, except for these three segments that we are already in. Sir, so I can only hope that, sir, you don't start a shoe manufacturing company or an airline in this same company, sir. It makes no sense, sir. Due to unnecessary diversification, we shareholders are not getting the real value of the company. Sir, so please reconsider your plans for further diversification. Sir, ideally, sir, you should sell off the gear division because we cannot do anything. Sir, 10 years is a long time. If it could not do anything in 10 years, it cannot do anything. So Elecon and other specialists are sitting over there who are concentrating whole their life on one division, which is the gear business. That is why they are successful. So sir, also like the previous speaker mentioned, kindly tell us that what is the maximum output that each of our divisions can do. Sir, also, sir, what is the agreement that we have got into with our Spanish company in the building material segment? So what kind of royalty we'll have to cough up to use their technology and brand name? Sir, also, sir, wanted to know that maximum of a material handling division's revenues, they come from which segment? Does it come from steel, sugar, or which other segment? So, what is the order book as on date? And what is the tentative date of completion of the same? So, what percentage of our revenues are coming from sale of spares? So, our exports are so low, so they are less than 4% of our revenue. So why don't we try to increase our exports rather than trying to get into some business which we have no clue whatsoever about? Sir, in 2016 we put 30 crore in building material, and now we are hoping that we will break even in the seventh year. So just think about it. Had we put that money in the bank, sir, what kind of returns we would have got? So please think about increasing exports in our core business. Sir, why can't we do contract manufacturing for more than half a dozen principals that we have with whom we are paying 4.5 crore royalty to? So can't they outsource these machinery and capital goods from us? Sir, also what is the average order execution period in material handling division? Sir, will the building material division break even in second quarter? So have we launched the waterproofing products that you have mentioned? And sir, also wanted to understand about the succession planning. And sir, lastly, sir, in 2006 we were paying 5 rupees dividend, and sir, last year we paid 2 rupees dividend. So of course we understand capital goods segment was not in a good period in the past 10 years, and so we have done far better than our peers like TRF, etc. So full credit to you, sir. We really appreciate that the promoters have not taken any salary during all these years. So we really are thankful to you for all your efforts and the management. So, but please think about unnecessarily diversification, and sir, please think about selling off that gear division, and please think about turning around or shutting or selling the building material division and focus on our core business. So, thank you very much and best of luck.
Thank you all friends for all the shareholders who have voiced their queries and come with some suggestions. Consolidating all the queries, let me take up and start answering one as much as possible I can do. The outlook for the company for the current year looks very bright. However, I would like to put, as mentioned in my opening address also, that it is the growth rate may not be able to sustain that kind what we have shown in the previous year, but surely we will come with a decent growth pattern. And now with the as also mentioned in my opening address, that the raw material costs have started loosening and coming down. So this will help us to cover up our old orders also in a reasonable way. All the shareholders are fully aware that during the first quarter, although in spite of a decent top line, we could only come with a nominal profit primarily because of we were executing old orders at the highest steel prices which were prevalent in the market. As far as one of the comments was what kind of an order book position we have, I would like to share with the shareholders that as on 31st August 2021, the order book situation company as a whole was sitting on 85 crores, and the same period this year in 2022, we are sitting on an order book position of 143 crores. Here, I would like to add that this, however, does not include the BMD division's order book position, because BMD division's order book is very concurrent and it does not have a carryover situation. In the current year, the board of your company has decided to come up with a capex of spend around 9 crores, which has been approved by the board of the company. And this is essentially to upgrade the facilities at Nagpur and Aurangabad. One of the shareholders has voiced that we have been more or less flat in the sales of the power products, which is the gearbox division. But I would like to assure the shareholders that in the coming months and years, we will see a good growth coming out of the power division, which we expect to be seen. As far as the building material division, yes, last 2 years have been very difficult years. As all the shareholders know that we had entered into a collaboration with Kappa in November 19, and in March 2020, the COVID hit us. So we did not get any opportunity to market the products. In recent months, we have seen a good rise of turnover from the Kappa division, and we hope, as have been told, we will be turning EBITDA positive this year positively. And the another point was that regarding the waterproofing, we are expecting this waterproofing products to be launched in November of this year. The team from Kappa would be visiting us and we would be launching it. And that is a very big segment. This will not require any further capex for the Ajmer plant. But with the existing infrastructure, we will be able to cater to this waterproofing product as well. As far as the what kind of a turnover we can see in the next 3 to 5 years, we hope this Ajmer plant of the BMD division should produce at least anything between 65 to 75 crores of top line. And apart from that, with the existing the heavy engineering division and the power division, the two should we have the capacity of producing at least 200 crores. So in all, we can easily say that the company has a top line potential of 265 to 270 crores, which we are trying to, with additional capex in the Nagpur and Aurangabad plant, to up it to cater to the additional demand which is coming up in the order as has been shown in through the order book position. As one of the shareholders raised the issue of loans or anything, as far as the loans goes, we do not have any long-term loan from any bank or any institution. Whatever loan that is reflected in the balance sheet, that is primarily the working capital. So that is a very concurrent thing. So we have cleared all our external loans and we don't have any debts on the balance sheet. One of the questions raised through one of the shareholders was, what is the size of order book which we get? So I would like to share that we have been receiving in the last 1 year, we have seen that the ticket sizes of order books have also increased, and we have been receiving orders ranging from 5 crores to 20 crores. I would be happy to share with the members that in fact this year we have received a single largest order of 20 crores from one of the companies. I would not be able to share the name of the company and where the project it is related to, but we have received from the local company a single largest order, which is the highest in the history of our company. So we are very positive about the growth of Kappa range, and I'm sure in the coming months the shareholders will see the potential of the product. Whatever capex has been done is being no additional would be required. One of the questions was what kind of a revenue do ours comes from sale of spares. This is more or less around 28 to 30% of our revenue comes from spares. That is, I would like to share. There was another point was regarding how do we up the export market. In fact, I would like to state that we are the company is looking at the prospect of exporting geared motors to our collaborators and various potential buyers abroad, and that is one of the primary reasons where we would be focusing on increasing our output through the capex. So in the coming years, you will see a reasonable growth in the export potential of the company as well. I think I should have covered most of the issues which most of the shareholders have raised. Ms. Sen, I would like you to come in if you have anything to add if I've missed out something.
No, Mr. Bagaria, thank you, Mr. Bagaria. I think you have covered most of the items, but I need to see, while I was listening, I had heard that many shareholders had mentioned that we have a material handling division. It is not material handling division. I need to correct them. Our division is called Heavy Engineering Division. Some of the products of those divisions, of course, are metal handling, but we manufacture various other heavy engineering products, including mineral processing, machinery, and so on and so forth. That is one. And the other question is some shareholders have suggested that we should expand in a new product. Some have suggested we should not expand, but okay. All I would like to mention that, as Chairman has already mentioned earlier, that we have a wide range of products. Time has now come to consolidate them before we look at new product lines and new product ranges. And it does not mean that we are not looking at new product lines and ranges. Anything that makes business sense and gives an indication of growth, we shall look at it, give due consideration, but we'll only take it up once we are absolutely sure that it will add value. Only other point I'd like to mention that, of course, some of the units or some of the product line take some time to stabilize, some time to become very actively profitable. But in the long term, you just can't stay with product range because every product, every group, over a period of time saturates and dies out. This always will happen. So company always have to look at diversification all the time to remain upwards and upswing. This is all I have to add, Mr. Bagaria, and I think rest of the questions that were raised has been addressed by you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Sen. So going to the adoption of the ordinary resolutions, the first item of the agenda relates to the adoption of the audited financial statements for the financial year 2021-22, along with the directors and auditors report thereon, and the related resolution thereof is contained in item number 1 of the notice convening this AGM. This next item of the agenda relates to the declaration of dividend of the equity shares at the rate of 20% as recommended by the board, and the relevant resolution therefore is contained in item number 2 of the notice convening this AGM. The next item of the agenda relates to the reappointment of Messrs. Ray and Ray as the statutory auditors of the company for a further period of 5 years, and the relevant resolution therefore is contained in item number 3 of the notice convening this AGM. Reappointment of retiring director. The next item on the agenda relates to reappointment of Mr. Sanjoy Saha, non-executive director who retires by rotation at this meeting and being eligible has offered himself for reappointment, and the relevant resolution therefore is contained in item number 4 of the notice convening this AGM. Special business. Appointment of Ms. Noyantara Pal Chaudhary as independent director. The next item on the agenda relates to the approval of the shareholders by means of special resolution for the appointment of Ms. Noyantara Pal Chaudhary as an independent director of the company for a period of 5 years, and the relevant resolution therefore is contained in item number 5 of the notice convening this AGM. The next item is continuance in office of Mr. Shandipon Chakraborty as an independent director. The next item on the agenda relates to the approval of the shareholders by means of a special resolution for the continuance in office of Mr. Shandipon Chakraborty as the independent director of the company, and the relevant resolution therefore is contained in item number 6 of the notice convening this AGM. The next item of the agenda being an item in which I am concerned, I interested, I invite Mr. Indrajit Sen, Managing Director, to kindly take the chair and conduct the proceedings of the meeting for that item.
Thank you, Mr. Bagaria. Next item of the agenda relates to appointment of the approval of the shareholders by means of special resolution for the continuance of payment of commission to Mr. Sanjay Bagaria, non-executive chairman, for a further period of 3 years. And the relevant resolution, therefore, is contained in the item number 7 of the notice of convening this AGM. I would now request Mr. Bagaria to again take the chair and proceed with the remaining part of the agenda.
Thank you, Ms. Sen. The next item is ratification of the decision of Managing Director to voluntarily forego a portion of his remuneration. The next item on the agenda relates to the ratification of the shareholders by means of a special resolution of the decision of Mr. Indrajit Sen, Managing Director of the company, to voluntarily forego a portion of his remuneration during the financial year 2021-22 in view of the COVID-induced lockdowns, as detailed in the relevant resolution, therefore, which is contained in item number 8 of the notice convening this AGM. The next item is cost auditors remuneration. The next and the last item of the agenda relates to the approval of the shareholders by means of an ordinary resolution for the payment of the remuneration of rupees 80,000 to the cost auditors of the company for financial year 2021-22 and the relevant resolution, therefore, notice convening this AGM. The consolidated results of the voting on each of the resolutions after considering the votes cast both through remote electronic voting and instra poll shall be announced within 2 working days of the conclusion of this AGM, informed to the BSE and upload on the websites of the company and NSDL. Ladies and gentlemen, I have concluded all the business of this meeting. I would like to thank you all for your attendance here today. Thank you.
Shiv Shankar, come in. Yes.
I think we can close the meeting,
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, I think we can close the meeting as the official business has been concluded.
Concluded, yeah.
Yes. So
Thank you all for attending the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.